Yellow?
What's up?
I'm coming in clear.
Yeah.
Uh, I guess before we begin, what are you specifically?
What do you mean? What am I?
Well, you're claiming that Jesus isn't God, Jesus isn't a king, he's not a savior, he's nothing. Like, what are you?
Are you asking what I
Yeah,
believe?
what do you identify as religiously?
Well, I'm OT only. I'm an Israelite.
You're Israelite. Oh, okay. So do you
Yes.
are you like Jewish of some sort?
I'm an Israelite.
So do you recognize the Talmud, for example, or no?
You said what?
The Talmud, for example, like the Babylonian Talmud.
I don't know what you're referring to.
Oh, you're like Old Testament only.
Correct.
Oh, okay. Okay. So
Original Testament.
I guess my first question is, why do you reject the New Testament?
Because it has lies. It's saying it's trying to copy and paste and fit a narrative around a character that was never spoken about in the original Testament.
What about like Isaiah 7:12, I believe, where it talks about the Messiah being born of a virgin woman?
You're talking about 7 to 14.
Seven
We can,
fourteen, my fault.
yeah, we can go there. Go ahead.
Yeah, let's just use Isaiah because I think Isaiah kind of makes it crystal clear that it's going to be Messiah who's going to be born of the Virgin Mary, or Virgin woman, excuse me,
Yeah.
who's going to be God and is going to be unallied for the sins of the world.
Well, let's see if that says that. Let's see.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, pull up Isaiah 7:14, 9:6, and Isaiah 53, the whole chapter.
Yeah, let's do Isaiah 7:14. Let's deal with that one first, then we can go down the line.
Sure. What translation are you using, by the way, just so we're on the same one?
I use KJV. It don't matter what you use.
Sure, I'll
I
use
feel like
KJV. I mean, I'm not really familiar with it, but I'll use it just for we're on the same page. But I guess also, why are you using KJV then? KJV is a Christian, it's a
yeah,
Christian Bible. So,
yeah. I was just about to say I use the KJV or the Septuagint, but or the Hebrew text, the Tanakh. But for like edification purposes, I gotta use the KJV. I have
oh,
like usually the apps that I use for the Tanakh and stuff like that.
yeah.
But yeah, as of right now, just KJV. So for the panel, just for the people, viewers.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, I have it pulled up when you're ready.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, it was, 1 second. Therefore, the Lord himself will give you a sign. The virgin will conceive and give birth to a son, and he will call him Emmanuel. And
So according to that verse, right, the sun is a sign, correct?
yeah, he's a sign of Jonah.
All right. So who's the sign to?
The people that need to be saved.
Nah. So according to the context, who is the sign to? Don't just guess.
Uh, let's see. I'm just reading through it right now. It says, where do you want me to start at least?
You can start at verse 10 if you want.
Verse 10, again, the Lord spoke to Ahaz, and then the Lord asked the Lord to God for a sign,
Read
whether in the
read
deepest
out
depths
loud.
or in the highest heights. But Ahaz said, I will not ask, I will not put the Lord to test. And Isaiah said, Hear now, you house of David, is it not enough to try the patience of humans? Will you try the patience of my God also? Therefore, the Lord himself will give you a sign. The virgin will receive and give birth to a son, and you will call him Emmanuel.
All right. So who's the sign to?
Well, it just says right there, Ahaz, which would be the house of David then, because that's what Isaiah addresses.
Correct. So King Ahaz, right?
Yeah.
So according to that specific chapter, why is the sign being brought forth?
Ahaz was trying to test God.
No.
It says
If you go
that's
within the context, if you start at verse 1, right, it will tell you that there's going to be two kings that are trying to rise up against King Ahaz
Sure, sure.
in Judah, right? So when they try to rise up against him, Isaiah is telling Ahaz to ask for a sign, or the Most High is telling Isaiah to ask Ahaz to ask for a sign. And he says he doesn't want to tempt the Most High, but the Most High gives him a sign either way. Hold on one second. So my fault. All right, so he's giving him a sign
Mm-hmm.
anyway, right? So in verses 15 and 16, can you read that for me?
Hold up. 15, 16. He will be eating curds and honey.
Yeah.
When he knows enough to reject the wrong and choose the right. For before the boy knows enough to reject the wrong and choose the right, the land of the two kings you dread will be laid waste.
Okay, so who are those two kings in JC's time that were unalived?
Which JC? I'm sorry. Are you referring to Jesus? I assume.
Correct. So according to that verse in verse 16, right, it says that there's going to have to be two kings before unaliving before he understands good and evil. So what two kings during JC's time were unalived?
So it says the land of the two kings. It doesn't say the two kings.
The two kings must be forsaken.
Yeah, but it says the land of the two kings. That refers to Israel and Judah.
So reread it. Reread it for me.
I don't have to reread it, dude. I'm literally rereading it right now. When I say the land of the two kings you dread will be laid waste. That's the land of the two kings. That's Israel and Judah.
Oh man, brother. All right, so I'm gonna read my version, and if it doesn't say that, let me see.
Yeah, and regardless, to get back to your previous point about the sign, when Ahaz asks for a sign, Isaiah responds with the house of David. Now, what is David? The house of David. The house of David is the house that rules over the kingdom of Judah. Used to rule over the kingdom,
Hold
the
on,
entire
slow
kingdom
down.
of Israel. And then, regardless of that, if I remember correctly, at least in second, I think it's Second Samuel. Yeah, Second Samuel, where David asks a prophecy from Nathan, and Nathan says the.
All right. Hold on, brother.
Yeah.
Hold on. So I'm gonna read it, right?
Sure,
It says,
read it.
"For before the child shall know to refuse the evil, and choose the good." So before the child should know good and understand evil, that the land that thou abhorrest shall be forsaken. So the land that's there, right, shall be forsaken of both her kings. So both of the kings have to be forsaken in order for this child to or before this child understands good and evil, right? So during JC's time, when did two kings unalive?
That's not related because it's literally saying land.
Bro,
Land of the two
what,
kings. Land
dude,
of the
it
two
doesn't
kings,
say
dude.
land.
I look,
Bro, it doesn't say land. Oh man. Okay, it says read it. I don't even got another translation on me, bro. The land that thou abhorrest. What does that mean to you?
the land that thou abhorrest. That means that the land is abhorred, right? Yeah, I'll do you one better. I'll pull up the actual Greek. Give me like 2 minutes. Greek transliteration.
Hebrew.
Hebrew. You're doing Masoretic?
Hebrew,
sure.
Yeah.
All right. I mean, I don't go by the Masoretic, but for the purposes of this argument, let's just use it. Masoretic Hebrew Bible, transliteration. Of course, you're not available on Hebrew. And Isaiah 7, where are you at, Isaiah? There you're at, Isaiah 7. And then, which verse you want?
16.
16. All right. That in here he shall know the lad to reject an evil and to choose in good. She shall be forsaken, the ground which you are irritating from faces of two of kings of her.
All right, so that means two of the kings have to be forsaken, correct? Of that land. Of that land, there's going to have to be two kings.
You irritating. I mean, 1 second.
It says it verbatim, bro.
Ground which irritating from faces of two kings. Yeah, well, that again,
bro.
that
It's
still
just
doesn't
the two
counter
kings,
the what was
bro.
it? That
So,
still doesn't
all
counter
right,
my objection though.
no,
I'm just wondering how this counters my
hold on.
objections. Okay, it's a land
Wait,
that has two
I'm gonna
kings.
show you how. Hold on. I'm
Sure.
just trying to help you, trying to walk with you, right? So there's gonna have to have two kings being unalived before this child to know good and evil. So
Yeah.
when during the New Testament were two kings forsaken before JC understood good and evil? Can you prove that?
What was that? I didn't hear the last part. I'm sorry. You got out.
Bro, can you prove that two kings were unalive during JC's time?
Uh no. I mean, I'm not making that claim. So I'm just wondering why are you trying to pigeonhole in this claim?
I'm not trying to pigeon you whole. Within the context, it says that two kings have to be forsaken. So if
Yeah,
you
and
can't
why
find two
can't
kings, then that means this. Hold on, that means that this doesn't fit JC.
and why can't this be Israel and Judah?
Bro, what are you talking about? I'm gonna show you who the two kings are. Within the
Because
context, it's gonna.
quite
Bro,
literally, all the time in the Old Testament, you should
dude,
know this. All the time in the Old Testament, nations are referred to singular multiple times. Israel went out of Egypt, for example,
read
and he
verse
went out of
17.
Egypt.
Read verse 17.
The
Just read verse 17 for yourself.
the Lord shall
It's
bring
gonna
up
tell you, bro.
the Lord shall bring upon thee and upon thy people and upon thy father's house days that have not come from the day that Ephraim departed from Judah, even the king of Assyria.
Keep going.
He says 17. So
Bro, I
I'm
want
just
you to get the context so you know. I want you to get the context so you know what you're like, so you know understand what it's talking about. It's
yeah.
talking about two kings, right? Go to verse 1. Just read verse 1. It's gonna tell you the two kings. Read verse 1. Just read verse
I
1.
literally
Just,
read
no, no,
verse
no,
one
no, no,
already.
no. You didn't. No, you didn't. I know you didn't. So read it out loud.
Sure, I'll read it again. And it came to pass in the days of Ahaz, the son of Jotham, the son of Uzziah, king of Judah, that Rezin, king of Syria, and Pekah, son of Remaliah, king of Israel, went up towards Jerusalem to war against it, but they could not prevail against it.
Okay, so this is about what? The king of Assyria, right?
It
King of
says it
Assyria,
doesn't say
king of
Assyria.
Judah,
It doesn't say
and
Assyria.
Pekah, the
It says
son
Syria,
of.
not Assyria. It says
Bro,
Syria, dude.
the
Syria and Assyria are different
dude,
countries. What?
you're slow, my
I'm
guy.
not slow. You're
You're
still
slow,
not
my guy.
proving my objection.
You. So, I'm gonna just tell you. I'm gonna just show you who the king is. All right, I'm gonna show you who the child is. Go to chapter 8, bro. Since you want to be slow and not answer no questions
Chapter 8?
correctly. Go to chapter 8.
I'm
It's
not
gonna tell
answering
you
the
who the kings
questions
are, right?
correctly where you can just
Yes.
lead me
So
on,
verse.
right?
No, you're not like you don't have no understanding of the Bible, and it shows, bro. So I'm gonna just
Yeah,
read it,
and you're
show
using a
you who it
Christian
is.
Bible
So
anyways.
this is
So,
Isaiah. All right, bro. Just for the panel, bro. So Isaiah 8 and verse 3 says, "And I went unto the prophets, and she conceived and bare a son. Prophetess, my fault, and she conceived and bare a son. Then said the Lord to me, call his name Mahashalabaz," right? So I'm gonna just jump in quick. This is who the child is, and I'm gonna show you how this is the child. Verse 8, if you read in context, is gonna tell you, but I'm gonna just jump down to verse 8 for the sake of the conversation. "And he shall pass through Judah, and he shall overflow and go over, he shall reach even to the neck, and the stretching out of his wings shall fill the breadth of thy land, O Emmanuel." So this child is being called Emmanuel. Then verse 10 is going to tell you what this child is being represented as, right? "Take counsel together, and it shall come to naught. Speak the word, and it shall not stand, for God is with us." So this child came during that time of King Ahaz, during the time of Isaiah. So you're cut. You're done.
yeah,
Charge been fulfilled, bro.
what does Maher Shalal Hazbal actually translate into? What's it translate into?
I'm not sure, bro, but I just know that's the child.
Did you
So
who gave me a violation? Who flagged me for bullying? Was that you?
no, bro, I don't care. I would drop you. What are you
No,
talking
no,
about?
no.
I care
Someone
to fight you.
shot a flag for me for bullying or something. Was that you?
That's what's up, bro.
Was that you?
No, that
Are
wasn't me,
you
bro.
that
That
mad,
wasn't.
dude? Are you that mad, dude?
What? Dude,
Yeah,
I
I
was
literally just have
reading
a
something. How am
violation.
I?
I'm
Bro, I'm
just
about to
wondering,
just
was that
drop you,
you?
bro.
Was that you?
Reading
Yeah, I
something.
literally just
How
have
am
a
I?
violation.
Bro, I'm about to just.
I'm
drop
just
you,
wondering,
bro.
was that
Wow.
Dude, no, that wasn't me. But I'm over here reading.
Wow.
Like, what are you talking about?
I think that was you, man. You got a little mad.
Like, what are you talking about, bro? You're like annoying.
I think you're a
Care
little mad.
about like your violation. I would.
I think you're
drop
mad.
You and
I
block
think you're
you. It's that
mad.
simple.
Regardless,
like, I don't care about.
Regardless, nowhere in
None of that, bro.
Isaiah
What are you
8:3
talking about?
that the prophetess is known as a virgin.
Bro,
You
weird.
dummy. You dummy. You stupid dummy.
What's up, bro?